What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
It's Friday.
June 7th, 2024, and we are here for another Friday stream here on the Torian Rain Reloaded channel. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. If you are new, make sure to hit the bell twice to be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who is a member, everybody who's over there on Patreon. Y'all got did y'all get a new video today? Was it today? Or no, it's tomorrow. I'm sorry. Y'all will be getting a new video tomorrow over there on Patreon. Shout out to people over on Patreon running those numbers up. I'm loving the growth over there on the Patreon. If you haven't been over there, I suggest you go and check that out. Shout out to everyone who sends me all the stories, everyone who follows me on the different various social media platforms and all of that good stuff. Now, if y'all remember, I said that yesterday when I did the midday stream, I said that today's Friday stream would be an extension of the 11 a.m. premiere video. So we are back yet again to talk about the same subject matter that I touched on today. That was just a tease, y'all. I don't think y'all are ready to see what y'all are going to see this evening about the same subject matter. Now, I've talked about this person before, but this is probably the longest I'm going to be talking about them for longer than like 10 or 15 minutes. But before I get into all of that, let me acknowledge those who are here so far. Shout out to Tori Tate, the Atavist. Shout out to you for becoming a new member of the channel.
It's busy up here. Woo! I got money.
Shout out to you. Hackson KT, Reparations Nations, Jerome Davis, Irvin Green, Wallow J, Jerry Bedford, RDRD, Cyberdown 100, Denise Scales, Rayana Spates, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly or not, but they said they are new to the channel. And they hit me up with the $4.99. I appreciate that.
It's busy up here. Woo! I got money.
Shout out to Savion Draco 0, Donna C, Chris Vesey, FBA Queen, Sovereign Black, Kels 517, Don P. Ben Yehuda, RG Titan, Sage, Simo 27, Missions Visions, Keith Cunningham. And that is it so far. We have 74 people in here so far. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. I will greatly appreciate it. So, like I said, today we are going to be doing a more thorough examination of the butt of the bed buckanisms and the supreme buck dancery that is Terrence K. Williams. Now, everything y'all are going to see from him that I'm going to show y'all today, I've been bookmarking stuff about this dude since the 8th of May. So we're talking about almost exactly a month of me bookmarking stuff on X about this dude. And some of it's going to frustrate you and some of it's going to like just shake your head at the absolute BSery of this dude. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you've heard of Terrence K. Williams before. Put a 2 if you have not. If you've been following my channel, it better be a 1 because this won't be the first time I ever address him. And something tells me it won't be the last. He practically gives me content in order to roast him. All right, so we got a couple of 1s in here. We got, okay, RDRD said 2, FBA Queen said 2. Well, for those of you in the chat, the few of you that's in the chat leaving a 2s, by the time we get done with this stream, you will be very familiar with who this dude is. And I'm telling you, it's going to probably leave a bad taste in your mouth. I'm just giving you all a disclaimer right now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Yes, Tidra, that is him. That is him. That is who I'm talking about. So the first thing we're going to talk about and discuss with this dude is his reaction to the comment that the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, made about Black kids not knowing what a computer is. I'm sure by now many of you have already heard that story. I still have my video that's coming up next week talking about that, but I promise you, the way I reacted to what she said and the way he reacted to what she said is night and day. I promise you that. So let me go ahead and enlarge this image. And just, you can already tell just by looking at him in this position right here, you about to see some bullshit. Now, like I said, I had issues with what she said. I'm sure people in the chat who heard about what she said had issues with what she said as well. But we did not react in the way that he did, and which y'all are about to see.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word a computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things.
First off, from an editing standpoint, Terrence, edit your videos so they can sync as one. He got one playing ahead of the other, so the sound is off. That's not coming from my end, y'all. That's not coming out from my end. But we can already see from that first little noise he made and that little monkey gesture that he did. And he does stuff like this all the time, y'all. For those of y'all who put the twos in the chat and never heard of this guy, this is what he does often. Way too often, if you ask me. He's very comfortable with that. And his audience, this is why I asked the people before, who's worse between the grifter, which is him, and his supporters? And his supporters are worse because they enable his behavior. I mean, y'all should see the comments, except for the people that's on code. He's literally they're literally in the chat saying, oh, Terrence, you're so funny. Oh my God. They do that all the time. They're like robots.
And I wanted the world open up to all of them. Because when you have their diverse voices, innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
This is only the first video, y'all. Y'all listen, y'all are in store for something this evening. This is only the first video. And you want to know what's so crazy about this? What he did in this video isn't even original. There was a statement that Joe Biden had made, I want to say with last year. And there was a person, another black man who was not Terrence K. Williams, who was doing like, it's something that Joe Biden had said, sort of like what Kathy Hochul said with black people in technology. I can't remember exactly what it was. And they were doing the same kind of thing right here with the laptop and acting like a monkey, basically trying to say or imply, oh, black people are so dumb they don't know how to use a computer or know how to use technology. So this dude literally ripped off what somebody else did, and I think it was a TikTok video. So what he did right here wasn't even original. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all ears are probably hurting when he was doing all of that. Listen, with these headphones, my ears were bleeding too. And like I said, he does this often. This is not his first ride at the rodeo. And he, like, look at it. If KG was in the chat right now, he would be so proud of me of getting this, at pausing it right at this moment right here. Like I said, I had problems with what Kathy Hochul said. That was a very disrespectful comment that she made, saying that black kids don't know what a computer is. We black kids and black people in general know what the hell a computer is. Hell, a smartphone is practically a computer. That was very disrespectful what she said. However, how I reacted to what she said and how y'all reacted to what she said definitely was not what he did. And y'all want to know what's so crazy? I want y'all to write in the chat. Can any of y'all guess even if you aren't, if you're not even like right on the money, what age, how old do you think Terrence K. Williams is? Even if you have to throw out a range, like how old do you think Terrence K. Williams is? Just throw out a guess. Wallow J said 32. SD Johnson said 26. RD said 32. Haxon said 35, 42, 45. Okay. Terrence K. Williams is maybe 1 or 2 years older than me. And I'm 35. So he's between the age of like 36, 37, maybe 38. This is a grown ass man acting like this. That's why I keep telling y'all, age does not define maturity. So we've gotten through that video, y'all. I told y'all better hold on. Y'all better hold on, because I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tabs open. Some of them are videos and some of them are text. The next one's going to be a text. Now, remember the premiere video that I did earlier today, talking about how he felt he was being slighted or being disrespected by the Democratic Party, even though that's not even who he's catering to, but whatever, we know a dog whistle when we see one. Well, guess what? He decided to now take his cries towards his audience, but this time he decides, I'm going to go after black people and say how mean black people are being to me. And I made sure to put these tabs in date order. So when was this posted? May 14th. Just a few days later. Listen to this. It takes a strong person to be outspoken. It's true that I'm hated by a lot of people in the black community because of I'm a free thinker and he can't type. Because of I'm a free thinker. No, that is not why black people loathe you. To be honest, a lot of black people don't even know you. That's why I asked in the chat earlier how many people were familiar with him. It was a couple people in this chat that put 2s, had no clue who you were. That's him thinking he's more important than he is. He says, I'm hated by a lot of white racist liberals because they can't control me or buy my support. He goes on to say, I get attacked left and right. If I were a black Democrat, Hollywood would embrace me with open arms. I would be on every talk show. My food products from my company, Cousin T's, would be in every major store and they would call it black excellence, but they trash my brand and everything. Let me tell you something. I want y'all to understand what he's doing right here. He's trying to say, he says, if I were a black Democrat, what he really wants to say, I wish I were, so I could get the exposure that I really want. Because see, the grifting he's doing over there, yes, it's getting him views on his posts and people are laughing at him because they ain't laughing with him. But it's not pushing him the way he wants. He says his company, Cousin T's. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Cousin T's is the name of this pancake product that he has that's extremely overpriced. And I'm going to show you, I'm not going to go too much further into that until I get to another post related to that, because I thought that post was so comical to me. And I'm sure y'all are probably going to be laughing as well. But it's this pancake product that he pushes out there. And it's, like I said, is extremely overpriced. And to my knowledge, it has some, I forgot what some people said who bought it, said it has some kind of ingredient in it that it makes you wonder how in the world was he even able to try to sell this. It goes on to say, I have family and friends that won't talk to me anymore because of my political stance. Are you sure that's the only reason they will not talk to you? This guy really thinks that because he's quote unquote right leaning, that's the reason people don't like him. No, y'all saw the previous post. That's one major reason why right there no one likes you. At first, it did sting a little, but I don't care anymore because he's grifting. Because I know I'm on the right side of history. He's grifting. I stand tall. Mind you, the guy is like 5 feet. Stand tall where? That's a joke. I survived the foster care system. God saved me from a serious car accident in 2019, and God has given me the strength to deal with all this hate. My name is Terrence K. Williams, and I'm not going anywhere. I could think of a place you can go, but I won't say it on here. This, again, is a so-called comedian, y'all. I put that in air quotes. Nothing about this dude is funny at all. I mean, nothing at all is funny about him. He's funny looking, but he's not funny. And the thing is, I'm glad now more black people are onto his grift. And quiet as it's kept, PC's onto his grift as well, but they won't say it. They don't have the backbone to actually say it with their jellyback asses. Right, me, myself, he's a failed comedian. Comedian shouldn't even be in the lexicon when discussing him. Oh, Trini. Oh, yes, he loves to buck the miles. That's a trait of his. So he wrote this post right here. So there's that. So this next post right here, again, is another video. And this time he's imitating Jasmine Crockett. So, of course, we all know what happened with Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't need to rehash that. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, Terrence, where in the hell did you get this wig? He said, my Jasmine Crockett impersonation, who did it better, me or Jasmine, at Jasmine for US. And this was posted May 22nd, 2024. So look at this right here.
He's got 91 counts pending right now. But I will tell you what the president has been guilty of. He has unfortunately been guilty of loving his child unconditionally, and that is the only evidence that they have brought forward. And honestly, I hope and pray that my parents love me half as much as he loves his child. Until they find some evidence, we need to get back to the people's work, which means keeping this government open so that people don't go hungry in the streets of the United States. And I will yield. That look like evidence, they want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me. This looks like more evidence of our national secrets, say on the stage at Mar-a-Lago.
Okay, so I'm Congresswoman Shanae.
Shanae, that was the best he could come up with was Shanae. So we know you watch Martin, or did. I'm just trying to figure out where he get this wig from. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the president did love his son, okay? See, the president, and he loved corn pop too. He used to be in the streets with corn pop, okay? Joe Biden, he support government chiefs, and y'all want to talk about, you look at these documents. Look at this, okay? Yeah, it looked like they was in the shitter to me. So let's get something straight, okay? Leave Joe Biden alone, all right? Cause we don't play that over here. So they need to stop bringing up his name, okay? Thank you. This is how us Democrats roll. We straight up get told.
He the only one that thinks this is funny. This guy couldn't even really imitate Jasmine Crockett. He was imitating Martin doing Shanae. Again, not original. That was him trying to imitate Jasmine Crockett, but was really imitating Martin portray Shanae on the show Martin. Anybody who watched that show, which I'm sure is everybody in this chat, knows that's what he was doing. But this is how, this was not just going in on Jasmine Crockett. This is him trying to imitate Black women as a collective. We always talk about proxies. Because notice he didn't say, my name is Jasmine. He said, my name is Shanae. And before we go any further, shout out to Dante Cooper for the 5 and Savion Draco 0 for the 2. I appreciate it.
Busy up here! Woo! I'm rich! I got money!
Mata said my head just did cartwheels. Oh man. Let's continue, y'all. We moving right along. We're moving right along, y'all. All right. So, let me. The next post actually comes from me responding to him. But let's go before I get to what I said. Let's look at what he posted. Now, remember what I told y'all. He has this line of pancake products called Cousin T's. Mind you, every time we see him talking about these products, the products are already made. So people have been asking him, do you even know how to cook? And all this, that, and third. So this is his products right here. This is a picture of it right here. He has blueberry syrup, regular syrup. He has a biscuit mix, how fitting, buttermilk pancake mix, crispy fried chicken, what's that, batter mix, honey cornbread, and some jams. Now look at this. He says, would you like to see Cousin T's pancakes in Publix, Kroger, Heb? Help us by hitting reshare or tag at Publix, at Kroger, at Heb or HEB or your preferred store. Until then, you can all wait, until then, you can all of my all of my food products. That's what he said. That's how he typed it. At cousintees.com. Use code X for discounts. Like I told y'all, his stuff is very overpriced. When I remember when me and KG had went to his website one time and we just wanted to see what the prices were, and I could go to Costco and get the box of Kodiak protein powder for like $10 less than whatever he's offering as far as this goes. Now, the reason why I bought this up is because of how I responded to this. Now, let me go back. I said, you spent the better part of last year and then some shucking and jiving on here instead of trying to get your overpriced products in mainstream stores. This failure is yours and yours alone. Your Lion support base can't even help you bounce back from this. He thinks that big stores like Publix, Kroger, and Heb, or HEB, because I never heard of Heb before. Someone let me know what that is. And apparently it's a grocery store. Are going to sell this when they have their own like products in there that they sell that they can make money off of and have been making money off. You think this is going to fly off the shelves? I even saw a picture one time of, I don't know if it was somebody who I guess is one of his supporters, or maybe it was him, actually took one of the products that they ordered off of his site, went to the store, put it on a shelf, and took a picture and said, look what I found in this store. I said, y'all can't be serious. The desperation is real. Then I saw some of his supporters tagging Walmart. I said, you reaching, because Walmart not only sells big brand name products, but they also have their own products called Great Value. You really think they're going to push those to the side to sell this crap? He said HEB, mostly in the South, in Texas. Ironically, guess where he lives? In Texas. That's where he's located, is in Texas. He knows these stuff ain't hitting. He knows that this stuff is not selling. It's really not. So that's his little sales pitch right there. I just thought that was comical to me. So now we move on to, now here's where it gets interesting, y'all. Now I want y'all to really hold on to y'all seats for this one. This is where it gets really interesting because these next two videos I'm gonna show y'all, this is where this guy has the ultimate crash out when it comes to 45 being found guilty on all 34 counts. Oh, this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious, and it's two videos, y'all. So let's read what he wrote in the post, and then we'll go into the video itself. Excuse my language. Sick to my stomach. I no longer recognize America. Our justice system is screwed and rigged. F the Democrats and Joe Biden. They went too far. We must fight back. I'm mad at the Republicans too. So many of them used Trump to win, but they stood back and didn't protect him. President Donald Trump doesn't deserve to be treated like this, especially after everything he's done for America. Trump was found guilty, 34 felonies, and guess what? I'm still voting for Trump. Who's with me? So that's the post. Now let's get into the video. Just look at him already. He looks so distraught. He looked like he wanted to cry. Is that the sound of the grift almost coming to an end? The grifting grim reapers coming to snatch away that grift.
I'm trying to find the words to express how I feel.
You know what? This would not. You know what? I have to do this because hold on. This is too. I cannot let this play without this in the background. Hold on, y'all.
Because I have literally never been so disgusted in my life. Excuse my language, y'all, but this right here, what just happened to Trump is fucked up. It is absolutely fucking disgusting. Literally. I have no more faith in our justice system. Trump did nothing wrong. This man did not commit a damn crime. And they convicted him of 34 freaking felonies? You gotta be kidding me. And you know what? I'm just not mad at the Democrats because this was a straight up setup. This was a straight up setup. This is a political assassination. I'm just not mad at the Democrats. I'm mad at the Republicans for sitting back like a bunch of weak ass bitches. Stand up. So many of y'all Republicans have been sitting back not doing a damn thing to defend Donald Trump. Y'all let it get to this point. Oh, we're going to play nice. You can't play nice with people who are not playing by the rules. I have said this so many damn times. I have said this over and over again. What are we going to do now? The Republicans, every single last Republican that has been elected needs to stand the hell up and do what they were elected to do and try to protect and save this country and stand up for Trump. He's our freaking candidate. And he's the only one that can beat Joe Biden and save this country. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They're not doing this because Trump is a criminal. If he was a criminal, they would have got his ass 20, 30, 40 years ago. This man has never committed a crime in his life, in his 70 years of living. But when he's close to winning, now all of a sudden, he's a criminal. We gotta stop sitting back. And we got to stand up. And especially the ones who were elected. You beg for our votes. Please vote for us. A lot of y'all use Trump's name to win, but you're not standing up for him. I don't give a damn what y'all posted on X. Do something. Go after these Democrats. Don't play by the rules. Play dirty. I don't give a damn. Play dirty, play filthy, be grimy, be slimy, play filthy. They have convicted this man, this innocent man, of crimes he did not commit. So I don't want to hear shit from the Republicans about playing by the rules. There's no more time to play by the rules. That's over with. They crossed the line. They crossed the line. Do something right now. Stand up for this country. Freaking insanity, y'all. This is insane. This is a sad day in America. A sad day in this country. Everybody should be pissed the hell off. Sick. This is straight up sick. The judge was corrupt. I guarantee you, follow the money. The jury was probably paid.
I'm so sorry that I had to subject you all to 4 minutes and 44 seconds of that filth. But the amount of times that this dude said he said we should be outraged. We are upset. No. You are outraged. You are upset. You speak for party you won. But I found it very interesting that he said that this was what did he say in the beginning? That this system was so corrupt and everything because of what happened with 45. And I saw someone in the chat, I can't remember who it was, started listing down all the black people who were killed unjustly by these cops out here over the last how many years? And they didn't get any justice? What was Terrence K. Williams saying then? I can guarantee you he didn't get on his little soapbox and start crying and bitching and complaining like he did in his video for almost 5 minutes. I can guarantee you that he didn't. He was probably right along with them others saying they deserved it. But let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Y'all about to be upset with me in a couple when y'all see this. So y'all heard that. So now we're moving on to the next one. This one says announcement. Republicans have been put on notice. Send this message to the House GOP and Senate GOP. I blame the Republicans for letting the Democrats do this to Donald Trump. They keep saying we must play by the rules. What a bunch of spineless cowards. You can't play nice when the other side is playing dirty. 1, it's time for Republican judges to play dirty like the Judge Merchant. 2, it's time for Republican prosecutors and DAs to play dirty like Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, and Letitia James. And 3, it's time for Speaker Mike Johnson and the Republicans to play dirty like former Speaker Pelosi and other Democrats. The Democrats have crossed every line and every boundary and broken every rule. It's time to destroy the Democratic Party. Y'all, I hate to do this to y'all again, but
I'm fed up with the Republican Party. I need everybody to send this message to the House GOP. Send this to the Senate GOP. Mike Johnson, the House Speaker, what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all sitting back like a bunch of cowards. Y'all sitting back like y'all don't have a damn spine. Stand the hell up for us. Stand up for Trump. Y'all begged this man for his endorsements. Y'all begged this man to help y'all win. Y'all begged us to help y'all win. Then you get in office and you don't do a damn thing to stand up for Trump. You don't do a damn thing to stand up for America, for us. Y'all sit there and let the damn Democrats run y'all over. Y'all sit there like a bunch of wussies and let the Democrats run us over. What are y'all in office for? Huh? Why are y'all not fighting back? I warned y'all to stand up. I told y'all to stand up for Trump, or else you will be voted out. I'm telling you now, if y'all don't stand up right now and fight for him and fight for us and stop letting these Democrats run y'all over and run us over, all of y'all are done. Done. You will not be reelected. I can bet you that. You don't fight for us, we're not going to fight for you. Okay? 1 + 1 = 2. This is how this goes, okay? It is so sickening to see y'all sit back and allow these Democrats to do President Trump like this. Y'all could have stepped in. Don't say, oh, we couldn't have done anything. Yes, you could have. Stop playing by the rules. Put the whatever handbook of rules you've been looking at, throw it in the fire. Burn it up. No more playing by the rules. No, you cannot play by the rules when they are not playing by the rules. It is time to play filthy. It is time to play dirty, slimy. Get down and dirty with these Democrats. They are trying to put Donald Trump in prison. They are trying to put the Republican candidate, our candidate, in the penitentiary. And what are y'all going to do? Sit back and make posts on social media? Or are y'all going to do something about it? Go after these Democrats. Show them that two can play this game. Okay? I don't care about playing by the rules. Play dirty. Because if they see you going after them, like they're going after Trump, they will fall back. They convicted President Trump of 34 made-up felonies. The Democrats have been committing crimes for the longest. They are the true criminals. And y'all are not going to instruct these Republican prosecutors to go after the Democrats? It's time for the Republican judges to play dirty like the liberal judges. It is time for the Republican prosecutors to play dirty like the Democrat prosecutors. This is simple. Stand up and do something. Or else your political career is over after everything Trump has done for this country. This man literally was in office for 4 years and donated his entire damn salary. Just to show us that he was not in it for the money, that he was in it to protect and save America and make this country great again. Gave up his luxury lifestyle to fight for this damn country. To try to save us. Save this country from these corrupt ass Democrats. And we sitting there playing nice when they up here playing dirty. They have crossed every damn line. They have crossed every boundary.
All right, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to subject y'all to an additional 5 minutes of that nonsense. But I promise you, that was the last video. I promise you, that was the last video. But before we go any further, shout out to Trini to the Bone for the 20. We appreciate you. And the Trini, to answer your question, yes, that was my background music. That is the official Petty Pendergrass production theme music.
It's busy up here. Woo! I'm rich! I got money.
Yes, then Zemus, that was the last one. I hovered over the other tabs to make sure that there were no other videos. This was the last one. But y'all just sat here, and unfortunately, we suffered together, y'all. We suffered through that as a family because, again, like many people in this chat, y'all might be familiar with him, but this is probably the first time y'all seen this. And for those who weren't familiar with him, y'all, this is your introduction to him. But I tell you, this dude has been doing this for a while now, even before all of this. This is what he does on a daily basis. A freed mind said, is this a trick or something? I wish I could lie to you and say that it was or that it is, but unfortunately, I got to be honest with you and tell you that it's not, and it ain't. So let's move on from this, y'all, because we still got some more to go, but no more videos. I promise you, no more videos. So we got this one right here. So this is a picture that he took with 45. This is actually not a Photoshop picture, y'all. I want to just put that out there. He has actually come in close quarters with Donald Trump before. And the reason why they're taking pictures looking like this is because if Donald Trump was standing at his actual height and so was Terrence K. Williams, Terrence probably wouldn't go past his cuff. And I'm talking about his pants cuff. That's how short he is. This dude has little man Napoleon syndrome. He said on May 31st, 2024, my name is Terrence K. Williams, and I will be voting for a convicted felon in November. So now he has, after he has rested, after he's gotten all of that off of his little tiny little chest, he has come to grips that 45 has been a convicted felon. And he said out of his little mouth and his even tinier little body that he's going to be voting for a convicted felon. Well, guess what someone posted up pertaining to Terrence K. Williams? There's a thing called birds of a feather flock together. Check this out. Now, this didn't come from me. This didn't come from me. This came from a person named Will Coughing It Up. That's their username on X. They said, wait, it was a felony DUI? You should really go to jail for lying about your age. So this apparently right here is a screenshot of apparently Terrence K. Williams has a little bit of a background himself. So it's no wonder he likes 45 so much, considering he's saying he'll vote for a convicted felon, because apparently so was he. I don't know if it was a felony, but he was charged with something. So let's run this down right quick. Terrence Kentrell Williams. So we know what the K stands for. It's Kentrell. Inmate detail. They block out the numbers. West 34th Suite, they block out those numbers too. Austin, Texas. Like I told y'all, he lives in Texas. Subject number 79774. Age 31. Gender male. Race black. Offense date August 24th, 2018. Charge offenses: driving while intoxicated, first offense, and improper lane usage. Crime location: Rapides. Is that Louisiana? So the next state over. Charge category: arrest. Offense description: driving while intoxicated, first offense. Then they got his bond number, booking date, and all of that. At the time, at 4:15 a.m., with a $785 bond amount. And we know that it's him because when it says trademark parties, what does it say under parties? Cousin T's LLC. That's the name of those dry pancakes that he's trying to peddle. If no one else believed anything else about this, that party right here, which says Cousin T's LLC, that is that right there. Because who else is calling it? Who else is peddling something called Cousin T's? That's his brand. Very interesting indeed. So there's that. Let's move on to the next one. So here's another post that he wrote up June 2nd, 2024. So now we're getting closer to recent time, y'all. He says, I'm not okay right now. Something very sinister is happening in this country, and it's weighing heavy on my heart. I'm concerned about the safety of Trump and the future of this country. I'm just glad he decided to write this and not do a whole nother 5-minute video. And I know y'all glad about that too. We have a Republican Party that's been helping Zelensky more than our Republican nominee, Donald Trump. They did nothing to stop the attacks on Trump, and I mean absolutely nothing. They are letting these corrupt Democrats, DAs, and judges wrongfully take Trump down without a fight. Now that Trump has been wrongfully convicted, the Republicans are writing letters politely asking the Democrats to stop. There is no time to be polite. They are trying to put Trump in prison, and they want to take Secret Service away so they can delete him. They will do anything to stop him from being in the White House, so we have to fight back and do whatever to stop them. But wait a minute. In the last post, you were just saying how he's a convicted felon and I'm going to vote for him. Now you fast forward to a couple days later and saying how you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't think, you don't think, you can't drink, you can't function because you're worried about the safety of Massa Trump. Seven said, can they take you with Trump? Oh God, he would probably Trump would be banging on his cell with that 10 cup, yelling for the guards to come and take him away. And by him, I'm talking about himself into another cell. This guy is, I don't think there's enough words in the English language to describe this behavior. It's very, very weird. It's very strange. Next post, y'all, let's move forward. Remember how I tell you that when one grift doesn't work, you got to move on? Well, now look at what he's peddling, because remember, those pancakes ain't hitting. They never were. So now he's got a new grift. He says there is a fake story going around that Trump said the N-word and then gave him 34 bogus felonies. I am a black American. Oh, wait a minute. This is a turn of events. He says, I'm a black American. When has Terrence K. Williams ever declared his blackness number one? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because a couple posts back that we just went over, he was throwing black people under the bus. He says, I'm a black American. And I have 34 reasons to vote for Donald Trump and 34 reasons to never vote for the lying, corrupt, and racist Democratic Party. So this is what just blows my mind about this dude. It's like on one hand, you're praising the Republican Party. On the other hand, you threw the Democrats under the bus. And on another hand, you are saying how bad or how weak the Republican Party is. And then on the other hand, you're saying how much the Democrat Party fights dirty and how the Republicans need to fight just like them. So which is it? See, this guy's, his grift is all tangled up like a knotted web to the point where even he's starting to confuse himself. But I got him all figured out. He says, I'm wearing my support for Trump, and I think we all should. I have plenty of options for you. Use code Trump. I'm sorry. I can hold that one back. Order here. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So tell me why. Tell me why when I think I had reposted this and said something about it on my page. Tell me why. Okay, let me just give y'all the rundown of the LGB thing. The LGB is called Let's Go Brandon, which is a code speak that Dub S came up with for Biden to basically say F you Biden. There's a code speak for that. Some of y'all probably knew that, but in case y'all didn't know, that's what it is. But how he set himself up for this one. Because when people saw this post on my page, when I had reposted it and said what I said, someone said, isn't he missing the T in his hat? Oh, man. I thought that was so funny. But he has this new gear, this new merch called 34 Reasons to Vote for Trump. Now, what's so funny is Trump, as we all know, is officially a convicted felon. Now, when black people say put a picture of someone up on their shirt or whatever, or they write a hashtag for somebody that's locked up that they love that happens to be black, and they put hashtag free insert name here. They always have something to say out of this slick mouths talking about, oh, don't free them. Why are you asking to free a criminal? Oh, they deserve to be there. If you did the crime, you do the time. Hypocrisy much? Remember when 45's mugshot was taken, what did they do? Put it on a shirt. Saying what? Hashtag free Trump. Black people can identify with me because I have a mugshot. Black people can identify with me because they like sneakers. I got these rappers up on stage with me. What goes around one way will come around another way. I'm telling you, we are living in a cycle of turmoil. I keep telling y'all, left wing, right wing, conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican, two wings attached to the same buzzard. Now I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to drop the link because I know some of y'all probably want to come up and speak to this. And some of you probably like, oh, God, I don't have the words. Listen, I completely understand. So this is a post that he recently made today. And this, again, goes back to the left wing, right wing thing I keep talking about, and how they at one point said, oh, the Democrats, they keep pushing out these rappers and these black entertainers and whatnot. Here's a video that was posted on Dr. Darrell Scott's page of Ray J being interviewed by Jason Lee, of all people, another person I can't stand, talking about him endorsing 45, which also, by the way, this is a picture of Amber Thorne, who she now has a new grift, and I have a video coming up about her soon as well, so be on the lookout for that. She ain't fooling nobody.
Friends, she's the homie. Wait, Trump is the homie?
Trump's the homie.
Trump is not the homie.
Okay.
Like, you can call him on the phone?
I mean, you can't call anybody like that just right on the phone,
Yeah, but
but
you can
it'll take like 5 minutes. Yeah.
It take 5 minutes for you to get
I
to
call
Trump?
Pastor Scott right now. He'll make it happen.
Who?
Pastor Scott is pastor. He's my pastor too. He's one of the greatest people I know.
So this is Ray J being interviewed by Jason Lee, and he's talking about Darrell Scott, who is also a pastor. Now, I've talked about him before in the past, and he basically said, I can call Pastor Scott right now. And Jason Lee, can tell that he doesn't even know who he is.
Scott.
Okay, let's get to the next one.
So there's that right there. Now, I played that because I wanted y'all to get some context. But look what Terrence said. He reposted it and said, Trump is winning. Winning what exactly? Because Ray J, a person that a good chunk of his base probably has no clue who that is, said that Trump was the homie. That's all it took. Y'all, I've said it before and I'm saying it now. The bar is so low, it is being bench pressed by Satan himself in hell. If this is what we have to contend with, I am voting for the couch on November the 5th. If anybody would like to come up and speak to what we just went over for the last hour, I know your eyes are hurting. I know your ears are aching. But I would definitely like to hear from you. The link is right there in the chat. We got 191 people in here. Please lend your voice because listen. All right, first up is Jonathan. What's going on?
What's up, man? Oh man, I've been waiting for this because I've been waiting for you to do a bed booking video about this corny ass little midget of a so-called comedian for a long time because I got so many words to say about this little ass dwarf, bro. I heard of supporting the man you support, but man, I've never seen anyone kiss so much ass and suck up to someone that you just make so many lies to make this man feel so better to make this to just to have some of approval that you'll never have. Like this dude really thinks once he becomes president, he's gonna do something big for him and all of his other black conservatives. I don't think I don't think they realize. I think they forgot that Trump only cares about Trump. He don't even care about his white supporters. He only cares, and if he does care about other people, it's people with money. He ain't worrying about them fools who's broken, breaking into capitals and all that. Oh man.
Yeah, like, and it's funny that you say that because even like the main, like the actual Republicans, because like I said before, myself said it, KG said it. There's conservatives and Republicans, and then there's MAGA. What we just saw, that was MAGA. That was something completely different. A lot of the actual people who are actual conservatives and Republicans do not like Trump at all. They do not want that man back in office because they feel that he has destroyed that party.
And they are coming, and and it showed in January 6th, which is like 3 years ago. And that's the only reason why it's not a good idea to let him back in office. Heck, when I found out he was guilty for all 34 counts, I was kind of scared. I'm be honest. I know everybody wanted him in prison, but I was actually scared about the fact that he might go to prison because if he did go to prison, that means we're gonna look at another January 6th. But it was gonna be like on another. But we will have to look for their upcoming month, upcoming day of the insurrection happening, and it won't just be this time. It won't be at the Washington Capitol. It's just gonna be taken out of anywhere in America, and whoever lives in their city, whoever is at their hometown, is out there taking it out on other areas that they live in, which means it can hit hard. It can hit close to home. So that's why I was scared that he.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but what does Professor Black Truth always say?
That's a good
have your power tools. Have your leaf blower at the ready. Always carry your steel and all of that good stuff. That's what he says. So, hey, they can try it if they want to. They better go out to some rural area. You know what? Better yet, why don't they go out to Owsley County? Go protest out there.
They will probably get their asses smoked all the way back to where they're at, and it's gonna be right in at the graveyard, their own area that they was calling themselves trying to coming from, because they ain't no match for all these tough areas. They tough with their mouths, but not with their actions. And if they did, they'd got their ass beat. So so I highly doubt they'll even go to this county. Now, Terrence K. Williams, he'll probably get his ass killed over behind Trump, and Trump won't even attend to his funeral. They would have asked Donald Trump who was Terrence K. Williams, he'd be like,
he didn't go to Herman Cain's funeral. He didn't go to what's her name? I don't know which sister it was between Diamond and Silk. He didn't go to whichever sister that was. He didn't go to their funeral. So, like, he's like, and they actually had more exposure of being amongst Trump than he did. And Herman Cain was an actual presidential candidate. So Terrence K. Williams, like I said, he's a fart in the wind. November the 5th is all I gotta say. But hey, Jonathan, but John, I have to actually let you go because I have more people. It's a lot of people that came up, and I want to get through these in a timely fashion.
All right, man. B1.
B1. Thanks for coming up. All right. Next up, AW1. What's going on?
Yeah, what up, Torian? Gotta say, some of the stuff that last brother just said, I agree with him 100%. They really don't care. They really don't care about them. And I mean Trump. But the thing is, too, it's like, is this dude's really serious?
He's real serious. Somebody said in the chat when he was in those videos that y'all had to unfortunately suffer through, and I apologize, but I mean, a point had to be.
Oh, no worries, man. You're forgiven.
And like I said, I had to let people know like who this guy is, so y'all can be aware. So if he pops up again and not on my platform, first of all, he would never come over here. But if he just pops up and you see his face, that's the guy Torian said. But yeah, he was being real serious. But it's like somebody said in the chat, and you can tell he was when he was going off. You could see it in his eyes. He's being very performative. I will say that he's very, very dramatic, but he's very serious. He's not his support for 45 is very real, only because, in my opinion, because of the grift. He has to lean on 45's relevancy in order for people to still go his way. His page is literally an echo chamber. Like, he only has people over there that will agree with him and kiss his ass. But I meant to show it, but I closed it out now, but that's fine. That post that I made about the shirt that he came up with, that was probably the most pushback I've seen in the comments towards him ever, from other black people, and even other white people was calling him out on his BS.
Right. But yeah, like I said, because like to me, I think he's just putting on a show up front. I mean, I'm not saying.
Like I said, I don't know if you remember, but the first time we got exposed to him was when he was eating that fried chicken.
Oh, that was him?
Yes, that's him. The one that was eating the fried chicken.
Oh, my God.
That's him. That is him. That was him with the chicken.
I'm not surprised.
And had the grease around his mouth. That is him. For those of y'all who probably said, "Oh, I didn't know who it was," but if y'all remember, there was a video that went out a few years ago. This was pre-pandemic, and he was eating the chicken.
It's been a while ago.
This is before 2020. He had the chicken grease around his mouth.
Wow.
That is him.
Oh wow! Well, you can see why I forgot about him. I don't want to watch someone like that. But that goes back to my point. Yeah, I think he's just putting on a front for a paycheck and stuff, you know. And by the way, if I ever see his pancake mix, I ain't gonna buy it now.
You won't see it because you would actually have to go to his site. No one's putting that high priced stuff in the stores.
Heck no. I'll eat Dolly Parton's pancake mix before I eat his. Hers is like $2 or $3.
Wow.
But all right, man, I'll let you go. I'll let you have some people call. I know you want other people to come up here. B1, man.
B1. Say said I don't accept your apology. Hey, listen, I apologize. Like I said, all I can do is offer my apologies with that. But I said when I get to this part, I know that my audience is going to be so fed up with me for having them to sit there through not one but two videos of that, and they're about the same length in time. But let's see, we got the Church of Black Power. What's going on?
What's going on, Tori? How you doing today?
Doing good.
Great. All right, so real quick, I want to touch on something that Jonathan said, where he was talking about he was fearful if Trump got arrested, that, you know, they would go into different neighborhoods and bring stuff close to home. There's a narrative getting pushed around right now, and TD Media did a video on it as well, where a lot of the Democrats like Maxine Waters and Bill Maher, they're going around pushing that narrative that if Trump get arrested, there'll be a civil war. So don't too much worry about that stuff. Like Professor Black Truth said, make sure you got your hammer at the ready. On this Terrence tip, I gotta say, that man was a little bit too comfortable in that wig. How much are you willing to bet that this man literally walks the street at night in that wig, acting like that?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but as far as I'm concerned, that is his business, not mine. I think I actually reposted that and said, and I told him, and I said, "Oh, look at Terrence living in his truth."
Absolutely, man. That is a $300 custom made wig. He knows what he did. He pulled that right out the closet with the quickness. And I'm telling all the B1 family right now, do not, under any circumstances, go and buy that biscuit mix. Next thing you know, you'll be running around here acting like a Sambo. That is the Sambo biscuit, butter biscuit mix. Do not get it. I promise you, you will turn out like this, man. But lastly, after listening to this man talk about Trump, right, I kept getting the feeling like this reminds me of somebody. Who does this remind me of? And then it hit me. He truly reminds me of Roland Martin when he's talking about Joe Biden. The mannerisms, the sassiness.
The sassiness, yep.
I promise you, and now I'm gonna hit the family with a conspiracy theory, if you will. I'm starting to believe that maybe he's working both sides of the grift. Maybe
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe Terrence K, or excuse me, Roland Martin is actually Terrence K in a fat suit.
You crazy. I honestly think those are two different people. I highly doubt that they're the same. Trust me on that one. I mean, besides the being over dramatic and, like you said, the sassiness, those are two completely different people, but they're two annoying people as well. Hey, and man, off code too.
They might be brothers. I don't know. This he says he's adopted. I don't know. Maybe they brothers, but I'm gonna let you go too. You have a good day and blessings to the rest of the family. B1.
B1. Shout out to the Church of Black Power for coming up. Now y'all thought that y'all had to breathe a little bit after seeing those videos. Y'all know who about to come to the stage. Miss Niecy.
Hey, Torian.
How are you?
My ears are bleeding.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not blaming you. You're reporting the news. But that fruit booty fairy, let me exhale. Lord Jesus. You know, I have a son. Mm-hmm. If that, because I don't know, that I'm not going to refer to him in human form, because the shit we witnessed that you showed, I'm serious. My stomach is clenched. I got indigestion. And this motherfucker needs several hammers to the back of his head. Seriously. Really, really hard. This buffoonery amok. That's all I got to say.
Thank you for coming up.
Bye-bye.
And Sage, you had asked earlier in the chat, I forgot, but it just popped back up in my head. You said, is he going to be nominated for Sambo of the Year? Oh, absolutely. Without the shadow of a doubt. As a matter of fact, I have created or come up with my Coonfecta. You know how you say trifecta? Coonfecta. And it's three, and it's these three right here. Terrence, at least on X, Terrence K. Williams, Bill Holt, who y'all seen me talk about before, and Laverne Spicer. As far as X goes, when it comes to Trump, at least, that's the Trump Coonfecta. Those three right there are the absolute worst on X when it comes to Trump. But I think Terrence K. Williams is the worst of them all. And that's not saying much. Once I go through all of the people that's on the panel, then I'm going to go back and run through all of the super chats. But shout out to everyone that's sending a super chat, and I just don't want to take too much of a break. What's going on, Xavier?
Hey, Brother Torian. B1.
B1.
Yeah, I hope there's not too much of an echo.
You should be good.
Yeah. Just really crazy that you should be doing a video on this guy, because I've known about him for a while, at least from other YouTubers. You know, when Trump lost the election, they did like a whole compilation of people crying and weeping over the loss, and Terrence featured on a lot of those lists. And he is a straight up clown. And honestly, I feel nothing for the guy. I almost feel sorry for him because he's really out here caping for someone who wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. Literally, like he would literally be on fire and he wouldn't give a shit because, like you said, 45 only cares about 45. Everyone else is just collateral damage. and the sooner these conservatives learn that lesson, the sooner, the better their lives would be. But unfortunately, they never learn anything. And oh yeah, as for the thing he's selling, the pancake thing, he used to sell gold. He used to sell gold at some point, if I'm not mistaken. That
I didn't know about that one.
thing, yeah, but it seems like a lot of those conservative guys, they start selling stuff that they think is on fire, like basically really popular at the time. So at some point, all of them started selling gold, a bunch of them, and it was an obvious scam. But you know, I don't think we're under any impression that conservatives are smart anyway. So I mean, the guy has been on this shit for a very long time. But then another thing, I was thinking about something. The fact about the grift ending by November 5th, that shit is real, because even the white grifters are getting their comeuppance. Like
I've been noticing.
Bannon is going to prison.
I've been noticing that also. Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Oh man, if y'all haven't looked into what's going on with him right now, it's some nasty work.
Please do a video.
It's some nasty work behind that one. I think Lisa did a stream or video about that.
Oh man.
But yeah, he's going through it. He's going through it. But you know what? I don't feel bad for him.
Oh no. He's a straight up devil. That dude is an actual demon for what he does for a living. Not just being a WS, but everything else. He's evil, and you know this is God's retribution against him. And I feel nothing for any of that really. And I hope it continues. And you know, Terrence, I wouldn't be surprised if his comeuppance gets fast forwarded after this whole felony thing. Because you think about it, you remember that all of them talk about, say, someone like George Floyd, for instance, saying how we shouldn't care about him because he's a felon, or even though that was the whole lie.
Exactly.
But now, this guy, 45, has 34 felonies. And it's not like anyone, and they keep trying to play the whole, they put these charges on him, they're false charges. No, the man committed the crimes. There's evidence, and he refused to testify because he knows he was guilty. And yet y'all are just falling behind him like, oh, he's a felon, I'm going to vote for a felon. Man, these guys are so stupid. And honestly, Terrence, if he watches this video, I hope he goes back and watches these videos later on when he's sitting in the rubble of his fallen empire. Because man, it's gonna be really bad. Anyways, that's all I got, so I can let other people know. Thanks for bringing me up, brother.
No problem.
Yeah.
Shout out to Xavier for coming up. Next up, we got Sam Ham. What's going on?
Hey, Torian.
What's going on?
I'm not voting either way, and I'm not afraid of who wins because nobody has promised us tangibles on either side, and I really can't stand Biden more than Trump because he has directly hurt our community with policy. But I don't get how anybody in the world is buck dancing for Trump after the Central 5 Park. After the Central 5 Park, like. I don't get it. Like, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize because I get nervous.
The Central Park 5.
In my mind, I knew I said it wrong, Torian, but I couldn't get it out because I'd be nervous when I come up here.
We understand what you're talking about.
I don't get how anybody is buck dancing for him after that. And when he was the president, he directly ignored the black community. So I don't get how they're buck dancing for him. Like I said, I'm couch 2024 because we're not getting if the black American if we're not getting anything, I'm not voting because I'm tired of us not getting anything and us voting. And at the end of the day, we're not winning we're not winning. But I'm glad we're exposing everyone. So even though I had to, sit through that video with you, Torian, point them out and expose them, even though we had to suffer. You have a nice evening.
You too. Hey, Jay, the informant. I posted the link in it because I know you said you wanted to come up, so that's the link for you. All right, next up we got. Speaking of Jay, we got Wallow Jay. What's going on?
What's up, brother Torian? I stand with Sage when she says I don't forget. I don't accept your apology. I don't accept your apology neither, brother. Terrence, no. You know what? Yes. Sassy T. That's his nickname now. It's
no. I was correcting you when you said Sage. You said she. Sage is a he.
Oh, sorry. Shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I had to correct you on that one.
Yeah, Terrence K is now known everybody as Sassy T. That is his now nickname. Sassy T. That is a sassy motherfucker. He is.
I think he might have Roland Martin, Wet Yan Martin beat, and that's crazy. Dude, I think he might actually have him beat.
Oh no, he got him beat. He put a wig on. He got him beat. You put a wig on to imitate another woman. Yeah, you beat. He is the equivalent of why white PC should not adopt black children. Because if I know somebody in the chat asked, was he adopted? Yes, he is adopted. He wrote it in a book that he was adopted. He is a prime example of it. Look at him.
I was about to break a slick comment because somebody had wrote in the comment section and said who were his parents. But I think at the time the video was playing and I didn't want to stop it. Because if I did, my response to that would have been the person who said who was his parents. I said he doesn't even know who his parents are. That was going to be my comment, but I just didn't want to stop the video.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to claim him neither. The good God Almighty. Couch 2024. Mark Robinson will not be my governor in 2024 in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah, and that's enough. That's a whole nother can of worms right there.
Yeah. I got to tell the family he won't be. This is my new slogan for the rest of the year: vote him out, 2024. Breed him out, 2035. I'm out.
Appreciate it. R.D. Titan said he was adopted. He was, excuse me. He was in a foster care system. He's talked about that openly. That's not a secret. Like that's actual public knowledge. He actually says that he was in the foster care system. So yeah, he was, I guess you can say he was adopted. Next person, and probably the last person, Jay the informant. What's going on?
What's going on, Torian? What's going on, chat? How's everybody doing, man?
Doing good. Oh, and speaking of Texas, he's down there with you.
Oh yeah, he's down here with me. He's down here in the South, man. The Southern of America. But it's sad, man, because you see this guy in that video that you played about him on that couch with that computer monkeying around, bro. That was so disappointing, man. I'm like, dude, he's doing this for a complete, and I'm 100% sure that it's a complete, at least 90% plus, got to be 90 to 99% white audience, man. I'm looking at that, and I'm like, dude, this is sad.
Oh yeah, that's his literally like. I told people, I think another reason why I did this stream is because for so long, y'all have heard me bring up this person's name. And I've always said, if you go to his page, it's nothing but a shrine to Trump. And y'all always heard me talk about it, but y'all never actually saw it because people probably didn't know who he was, or they might not have an X account, so they can't see it. So this was a way for me to show y'all what I've been talking about when it comes to this guy for so long. I have been talking about Terrence K. Williams for probably a little over a year now. This is not nearly the first time I've ever spoken about him. I've talked about him a few times, but this is probably the first time I've ever done a live on him. And like I told y'all, this is what he does every single day. More so now, he's going to really ramp it up because of what happened with Trump and these guilty charges. Now, what's going to end up happening is I'm curious, what he's going to do when July 11th comes, because that's the sentencing. He probably going to crash out again. This is probably one of the biggest crash outs when it comes to 45 that I've seen so far, and there were a lot of crash outs that day. Y'all should have seen it. It was all you had to do was go on that day and type in Trump guilty, and you would have saw all of them people losing their minds.
Yep, no, you ain't lying. That's all facts, man. You know what kills me about this whole thing is that none of them were up there at the damn trial, so they don't even care about that. Like, they care enough to look at the information or the videos and make a little video of themselves reacting to it. That way they can get their viewership up and they can get the grift going. But I mean, like, that's sad that like none of these people are actually out there on the ground. Well, you have a few that's out there on the ground, but out of the tens of thousands YouTubers and TikTokers, maybe like 2 show up in support of Trump at that damn courthouse. Terrence ain't gonna be out there. The Hogg twins, they're not gonna be out there. Roland Martin, who talks all that dumb stuff about Trump, he ain't gonna be out there reporting, But they all got something to say when it comes to the grift, man. But another thing is, I want to say, like, so Terrence's audience is mostly Caucasian, right? Definitely. Now, these people share these videos that he makes on their Facebooks, their TikToks, their Twitters, whatever, the X, whatever, and their kids probably look at that. And you wonder why you have these little Caucasian kids doing racial epithets to black people. Terrence Williams is a freaking link to them doing that. Like when you see them making fun of black people, making them the monkey stuff, like you see them, they see these people doing that. They see these black people like the Hogg twins saying disparaging stuff, and they go back and repeat it and like, oh, it's okay because a black person also said the same information.
Yeah.
And
yep, definitely. And I don't even, let me just tell y'all something right now. I don't know what's been going on with X lately and how a lot of some of these accounts just kind of pop up on my page or whatever. I guess they do it because of engagement. I don't like that they do that, but I don't follow Terrence K. Williams whatsoever on my page. But his stuff just kind of popped up on my page, or when KG posts something in response to him on his Discord and I get the alert, then I see it. That's how I was able to bookmark the stuff. Again, for those of y'all who weren't here since the beginning, I've been bookmarking those posts since the early parts of May all the way to today, so y'all can get a timeline, a brief timeline. Now just imagine if I was to go and pull a post, one for each day, what y'all would see. If I was just to go through from May the 8th, the 9th, 10th, so on and so forth, and did one post per day, so y'all can see all the way to today, y'all would be absolutely flabbergasted more than you are right now. So y'all only got 10 posts. Imagine if you got 30 plus.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure you can pull more than that. But yeah, this guy, that's ridiculous.
You really
there.
You really can. But this
was too much. Yeah,
this was enough.
That was enough, man.
Especially those 2 videos. That was enough,
bro. All you need is that one video where he's monkeying around, bro. That's all you needed, man. That's a case closed right there.
Like I said, we was mad. We was going in on Kathy Hochul for when she said that, because that was very disrespectful. But we did not do what he did. That was way over the top.
Right. And we all know that she's a daytime alcoholic, so she don't know what she was at. She probably didn't even know she was up there on the podium, speaking. She's an alcoholic, just like her girlfriend at the Capitol, Pelosi. They're all alcoholics, man. But another like you said, you just get his random post or whoever, like you saying, like you don't really follow him, but I see them pushing him. I see them pushing these Democrats too. So for a society that we call a democracy, they don't push, Green Party, libertarians as much as they push these fools out here on the Democrats and the Republican side. I see a lot of them being pushed, especially coming towards the election time. But I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous. And I see people on the black people on the Democrat side, black people on the Republican side, and you try to make sense of all this nonsense that they're doing to perform for their audience when they can just give out the information and respect. I mean, like, you don't see like Professor Black Truth doing all this monkeying around. You don't even see him at all. So, he's a pretty much faceless channel. We do see you, but we don't see you monkeying around doing all that stuff. Like, there's no dignity in what they do. I know they're doing it for the money for the most part, because they really don't care about no damn Trump. But I mean, they got to have dignity in what they do. And Terrence, man, when the election time is over, man, he's going to need a new job, a new gig. Hopefully them pancakes start selling.
Oh, if they ain't start selling by now, they ain't going to sell. He been pushing them, I guess if you want to call them pancakes, for how many months now? And them things, I bet he probably hasn't even turned a profit with those things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, man. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Take care.
All right, shout out to JD Informant. Okay, we actually have another person that just popped up. We got LB. What's going on? LB, if you are there and speaking, your mic is muted.
Oh, my bad. What's up, Tori? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
So, Terrence K. Williams, that little clown never ceased to amaze me with all the stuff that he was saying. Back in 2020 when he first popped up on the scene with all those multicolored Elmer Fudd hats he be wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember when they sitting up here telling you about the election, how the election is rigged and all that, right? All that stupid talking points, stuff like that. But what they don't tell you, right? When you go to vote, you go vote down ballot. So when you vote down ballot, there's no way the thing could be rigged, considering that Lindsey Graham won his election, Mitch McConnell won his election, Ted Cruz won his election. So how all those guys won the election, but Trump lost his? Make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
because, like I said, there's a difference between the Republican Party and MAGAville. What Trump is, that's MAGAville. And like I said earlier in the stream, they are tired of him. They feel like he has become a stain, a permanent stain on the party. And that's why they said no matter which direction this election goes, it's going to turn out one way for one group and another way for another. But at the end of the day, it's going to affect us all the same.
Yeah, for us in the grassroots, I mean, it makes no difference. I mean, whoever wins, we lose. I mean, it don't matter. It don't make a difference who wins.
Right.
But,
like I told you, like I said, if you aren't checking off these 3 boxes, reparations and tangibles, which, by the way, shameless plug, the rally for reparations is almost a week away. I cannot wait for that. I will definitely be in attendance for that. The other one is ending qualified immunity for these cops. And the other one is an anti-black hate crime bill. If you are not pushing for those 3 things, the couch it is.
And what's even crazier that you had, I know we ain't talking about him, but Byron Donalds was at some Congress cognac and cigar rally out in Philadelphia.
I will be doing a live about that probably next week.
Yeah,
I already got the thumbnail made
one.
up, so I'm gonna be that might be next Friday's stream, honestly. So
I cannot wait
that,
for that.
I might do that particular stream next Friday.
But yeah, Terrence K. Williams, he's sitting up there complaining about how his products not selling. I'm like, for one, you ain't even promote your products.
Right. He only promotes them on his X account. I'm like, you gotta go be that. Listen, that dude lives on his X account. That thing is like a whole. That's like a whole. What's that thing called? It's like a small apartment.
It's like like a studio.
Not the studio. It's a technical name for it. Efficiency.
Yep.
Yeah, his X account is like an efficiency apartment. Where you walk in, where you walk in, and the kitchen's right there. You look to your right, in the bed. The bed is right. You don't have a bedroom, but the bed is right there, across from the kitchen, and the living room is across from the bed.
It's almost like one open bay. It's like one open bay room.
Yeah, just one big room. The only thing that's kind of separate from itself is maybe the bathroom, and that's about it.
That's about it. But yeah, I'm like, how do you have the time to, put out all these tweets defending Trump and all that? I'm like, you ain't got nothing else better to do your life. I'm pretty sure there's a strip club that you can go to that you can tell your dry jokes while selling them dry pancake mix.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know if he has the $ on his X account, which means his X account will be monetized. But a lot of people who have that little purple $ on their thing means that their X account is monetized and they're making money from the engagement. So if he does have that there, because I didn't check to see if he did, then he posts that clearly for the engagement, and the more engagement he gets, the more he gets paid. So this is definitely a grift, but he's actually very serious. Like, he's one of those grifters that's not even playing. This is for him reality. This is real life for him. Why some people who are grifting, you can clearly doing it for the money, because it's like you were talking about one thing at one point and now you're over here. Him, he's been like this ever since he like first came onto the scene. This is what he's been on. Like he's never pivoted. He might tweak as far as the branding, but as far as him doing what y'all saw him do, that he's been like that.
Yeah, and you can tell, especially considering that one video where Jasmine Crockett went viral for calling the She-Hulk Hogan the bad beach blonde bad bill butch body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who coming up the rear wearing a wig trying to imitate Jasmine Crockett? You guessed
I
it.
promise you, he's the only one I saw do it. Even if there were other black people out there who were grifting that had something to say about what she said, none of them did what he did, like go and put on a whole costume. They just got on their platform and said what they said and kept it moving. Him, that's what he decided to do.
Oh yeah, he laid that coonery on thick. But and I ain't take up too much of your time, Tori, and I know you're a busy man and all that. I just wanted to chop it up with you. I'll see you at the reparations rally next weekend.
I appreciate it.
All right, bro.
All right. Shout out to LB for coming up, and that will be the last person to come up today because I'm about to shut it down. It's after 7:30. Shout out to everybody that came through. This was a very good stream. Listen, we weathered the storm, y'all. We made it, y'all. We made it. But then, like I told y'all, I might be talking about Byron Donalds and his shenanigans next week. So we get to do all this all over again next week. So I give y'all some breathing room. Then he's like, oh, God. I'm sorry I have to do it to y'all, but we got to call these tap dancing samples out. We just got to do it. But shout out to the Atavis for becoming a new member of the channel. Rihanna Spites for becoming a new subscriber and the dono. Dante Cooper. Savion Draco 0, Trini to the Bone, Till Dog 12, AW1, Scoop 2003, Black Spider, and FBA Queen. And also 7, Sam Ham. I actually got your Cash App. Shout out to you for sending me that as well. I greatly appreciate it.
It's busy up here. Woo! I'm rich! I got money.
All right, y'all. Tomorrow we will have the premiere video. The window for the premiere video is up. It's going to be about those people down at that boating event who dumped all this trash in the ocean. And it was the usual suspects, of course. But we also have a midday stream tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about Herschel Walker not forking over those funds to help 45 out. What's going on with that? We're going to find out tomorrow. But with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe and be one.